I'm Jess Countenance with Guided by Equus. My horses and I are here to help you ignite your intuitively inspired life. Hello and welcome. I am Jess Countenance with Guided by Equus, and this is your HorseWisdom Energy Forecast for the week of February 10th. I have Mahari here with me and Coast right behind me. And I had to walk over here because they're on a pasture that's not right behind my house. And so I'm just taking a deep breath and helping everything, the energy of this week kind of ground itself, because it feels like after last week, which in my own experience was a lot going on, a lot of experiences that kind of related to finding our balance and our center of gravity, and what we believe in, as opposed to what we witness in the world and see through other people's belief systems, I guess is the best way I can say that. And then to actually bring that back to ourselves and find where we find balance within our own lives with what we notice as our reality or our experience of the world. And so this week I had to walk to find these horses, and it's about a half-mile walk, and I just felt exhausted. Like after the energy of last week, I was drained. All of my kids and myself this morning, it was like we could have had an extra 3 or 4 hours of sleep. And yet, as I stood here with these horses in this space, just kind of witnessing the sun starting to begin its descent on the day, and just being in this space, all of a sudden I felt peace and renewed, and like I had tapped into something that I haven't found or felt in a while. And I feel like that's the theme for the week, and the word I got was intrinsic. And so with that, it's like bringing all of what our experiences have been in January, and even as we have entered into February, and just taking a breath and finding our center of balance for ourselves within what we believe in and what we value and what is deeply authentic and intrinsic to us. And I'll use an example. My husband came in and made some comment about one of the cows that I had to question, because we live on a dairy farm, and he loves his cows very much, but this comment was kind of out of line for what I know, who I know him to be. And I thought, well, like, why are you saying that? And then I realized that this is for me to find why that triggered me, and then to find my own understanding of how I view the world through what he said. And it doesn't mean that he's wrong, and it doesn't mean that I'm right. But it means that when we get triggered, and I use the word invitation, it's an invitation for us to find what it is that is our truth in that moment. Because if someone else is sharing their opinion, it doesn't mean that we have to adopt it or accept it. It means that we need to find what is at the core of our intrinsic value system. Thank you, Coast. For what is our truth, what is our values, and not what our beliefs are, because our beliefs and our values are two different things. But what is authentic and true for what makes us feel good, feel presenceful, feel real, feel valued. And we don't have to put a price on that value, but what we do have to do is find our pathway to what our intrinsic beliefs and value system is, for us to be able to live in integrity and authenticity. And it feels like that's what the month of February is being able to move with that out in the world. And so that actually starts from finding that within, and then bringing it out in through our own experience of our life. And it doesn't mean we have to make others wrong. And I'm realizing as I'm speaking that this is for my own life and my own family. But it means we need to witness others for what their beliefs are, whether we agree with them or not, and then actually use that as a pathway to find what is integral and intrinsic to us. And so just taking a deep breath on that, it feels like right now putting your hands kind of over your heart or over your throat. And I don't know why this is coming up, but I was with my oldest daughter today at a concussion clinic, and I shared about that last week or 2 weeks ago. And in that experience, even though I'm familiar with the brain and how it works, and creating new neural pathways, what I got out of our 1-hour session at this concussion clinic, because I let her do all the talking and helped her, or just actually held space for her to find what she needed from that session, I walked away feeling empowered, like I had learned something, and I believe she did too, because all of a sudden her demeanor had changed to some extent, because it was like she was witnessed in that she didn't even know how to put words to what she was feeling, even though her feelings and her sense of balance and so many things had been impacted by this concussion that she had, and it was like it was allowed to be made real. And by being allowed to be made real, by being allowed to have it be real and not something that she was just kind of pretending or didn't know, but also didn't know how to put words to the feelings that she was having, it made her realize that there was truth in that experience for her and that nobody could take that away, but she didn't have to justify it. So I hope that makes sense. And I'm actually feeling a connection to my solar plexus and my feet, and so it's like it's helping that whatever our experiences have been are helping us connect our heart to our intuition, our gut instincts, and to actually help us move forward in the world. And so it's like finding our center of balance in a new way this week, so we can then take it and move that newfound sense of who we are out into the world through this month and this year. So just taking a deep breath, and much love from myself and the horses. And I look forward to rolling on with all of these insights, tapping into our intuition through horse wisdom through the month of February and the entire year of 2020. So much love to you guys, and take care till next week.